Prepare to languish between the obtuse and poetic. A journey with such gravitas that your life will either be saved or destroyed. Welcome to John Rambo Presents the Show. Stay ballsy. Don't take any shit from anyone.
So during our last program, I felt myself becoming greatly ill during the course of it. Have you ever had that feeling when you just feel like the sickness coming on?
Yeah, it's really not pleasant. It's just like a sense of foreboding. Like, normally you're supposed to feel like, yeah, tomorrow's going to be better than today. And then you just know that it will not.
Something has infected you.
Yeah.
Attacking you.
The other has come after you.
It was weird because before the show I felt perfectly okay, I thought. But during the course of the program, just the vitality and the resources within myself were just drained.
Every ounce of energy you tried to give away.
That's right. And I was sick, like immediately after the show, I felt really sick. And then I woke up the next day, could not speak. And I could not speak for several days. I've never had this happen to me my entire life. Have you had that before? Cannot speak.
Maybe only for a day or two, I think, that I can remember at all.
I had like 5 days.
That's long, man.
I actually had to call out of work. I've done that maybe 3 times in the last decade.
Eesh.
In this particular job I have now, I never called out before, so people were like, well, it must have been really something.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is I'll go to work if I have like a fever. It doesn't matter to me.
You're not supposed to, though. You're really not.
Yeah, but if you can't speak, I mean, you're pretty ineffective. It's just going to be really awkward for everyone. What are you supposed to do?
Oh my gosh, you're going to, like, point to a piece of paper and instead of saying the words on it, just be like, Well,
it's just ridiculous to do something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, I was out of commission for a while, and then I finally came back too, and people were like, what happened? And I just would say it's the show's fault. And they don't even know what the show is, most people I know. I have kind of a Peter Parker thing going on here. It's a secret identity, Joe.
They must not know. They must never know.
Well, I guess it's not that big of a deal, but you know, it's how it comes, secret identities. Anyway, so yeah, the show, I blamed the show. Maybe that was wrong of me. The show's not very hygienic, perhaps. There's a lot of us talking through these microphones plugged into wires.
And we're
listening to it.
What, are we catching computer viruses? Like,
perhaps. I try to make the viewers sick. That's my main goal, but I made myself sick somehow.
So you're saying all those jokes about digital gonorrhea were, like, legit?
It was all real, John. It was all very real.
Ugh, I'm gonna go see a doctor after this.
So I had the illness for a little while, man. I don't even know what it was. That's the thing, we don't even know. We just get these things. And then, I'm just complaining. This is a complaining show. Get ready, folks.
Dude.
Okay? So then, weekend comes around, feeling a little bit better.
Yeah.
I want to go to my usual haunt. That's a term people use, the haunts. Places you go, right?
Yeah, places you go and hang out, like a ghost does.
So usually every weekend, myself and Marty, you may know as Strombol. It's a great man. We meet up at this place called Matthew's Subs. And it was located at 30 Haystown Road in Danbury, Connecticut. It was a sandwich place. You like a good sandwich?
Oh, yeah, I had one for dinner.
What type of sandwich did you have?
It was a Stop and Shop or some brand of like what, you know that, like, if you have an au jus sandwich?
Yes.
It's like if you bought like a Stop and Shop version of that.
A dipping sandwich?
It was that sort of meat that I put on a Kaiser roll with some pepper jack cheese with a side of green beans.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and I didn't dip it. Instead, I took a spoon and ladled the juice on top of it.
All right, so I'm going to have some sandwiches here in a minute to talk to you about. So we'll get to that.
I'm getting hungry again.
But anyway, so we go to this place every week, man. So we go to this place, usual time we meet up there and hang out for a little while and have some good food and go to the place and it's gone.
What?
Out of business.
No, your sandwich place is gone?
It's gone. It's a tough economy out there.
No kidding.
So the place was all boarded up. It was closed. I actually I found on the website the owner's email address. I tried to send him a message saying thanks. We really enjoyed the place. Is there anything we could do or whatever? He didn't respond to me. Hopefully he's doing okay. He's a nice guy. I think his name was Matthew. Pretty sure.
It's sad when that happens because you can never talk with him again.
It's a whole world is just gone. So scary. Every week this guy gave me food. He prepared food for me that went into my body.
And he might have been named Matthew.
He may have been. I think his name was Matthew. But what I want to do here is a special tribute. I want to go through the menu of the many sandwiches at Matthew's Subs in Danbury. And I kind of tell you my experience with I tried basically all of them. I want to get OJ's take on the sandwich as I read out the ingredients.
Oh, I should point out that I am a very okay. Sure. Well, let's. There's a number of things that people will put on many sandwiches that just makes me angry and sad.
So you may become violent. Like this poor man whose business closed.
Violent is a bit of a stretch. I might
We'll see what happens. That's why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it. So the first sandwich. All these sandwiches are $7.49 for a price. How does that sound to you?
What sort of bread?
It was a roll. There's various breads, as we'll get to here. Different types. Good bread.
So is it like a Kaiser roll or a wedge?
Some are, I'd say a wedge. Do you like the term wedge?
No, a wedge is good. Like for $7.49, a wedge, like if that wedge is completely food laden, that's a good deal.
It's a good meal. It was a good meal. Maybe you had to charge more. So you call it a wedge, not like there's sub wedge, a hero. Where did that come from?
Maybe it was some weird mispronunciation of gyro, but that looks completely different.
Has anyone ever said to you, "Do you want to get a hero?" What would you say if that was true?
I need a hero. I don't know if anyone's ever actually come up to me and said, "Yeah, man, let's go get heroes." No, they'd be like, "Let's get a sandwich," or "Let's go to X place."
But I think in certain parts of the country, it's more prevalent.
Yeah, hero, wedge, sub,
Blimpie.
That's
Subway.
That's
our friend Kevin. I remember when he first he moved here from he lived like a few different places.
Yeah.
But when we first met him, he just moved here maybe a year before, and my mother's like, "Oh, you boys want a wedge down there playing your PlayStation 2?" And he was like, "What the hell is that?" No idea what that meant.
He's like, what, is she gonna bring me a wedge of cheese? I don't understand. Are crackers involved?
All right, well, we don't need to talk about this now. So here's some of the sandwiches, John. You ready?
Yeah, man.
The first sandwich is the Colonial. It is a ham roast beef and also contains melted Swiss and American.
So far, so good.
Mayo, mustard. And is on
Sorry,
I didn't
I'll
get
stop
the
cutting
chance to finish.
I know, you got the mayo and mustard, and I'm already done.
Mayo and mustard, and it's on a grinder. And in parentheses, hot.
Grinder, that's it!
Grinder,
that's the other word we were looking for.
I feel like that one's going to go away over time. It has too many implications.
Hoagies and grinders. Hoagies and grinders.
Hoagie, yeah, hoagie. Let's get a hoagie.
No one says that.
So that was a good sandwich, man. You got the meat. You got two different types of cheese melted, which is a nice combination. Mayo and mustard. This is like a doubling the things. And it was a hot sandwich as well.
Yeah, I must say, I really do like a good hot sandwich.
The next one, a Philly cheesesteak, hot. There's no description for it, isn't it?
It's a Philly cheesesteak.
You just know. You better know.
Yeah, they expect you to know. I mean, I'm going to get it wrong, but it's
Philly
the steak
cheesesteak.
portion.
Let's talk about that. I've had some really great ones. The bread is an important part of the dish because I've also had ones where the insides are so hot, the cheese is so melty that it destroys the bread. It soaks through the bread, melts through the other side. If you pick it up, it just falls apart. The bread is a key component here.
Yeah, some people might like it, like where the bread's so saturated it's falling apart, though.
Well, how do you put this in your face?
Carefully?
Okay. The Reuben. Are you a Reuben man?
I'm not a big fan of coleslaw. I like the meat, but you take off the coleslaw.
Whoa. Coleslaw?
Whatever that's not relish,
hold on.
not coleslaw.
Let's read what's in it. With pastrami,
Good.
Swiss cheese,
Mm-hmm.
sauerkraut. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, sauerkraut. Bleh.
Russian dressing.
Also bleh.
On rye. That's a wonderful sandwich, John. You're screwed up, man.
It's a wonderful... I told you this is going to happen, man. I don't like rye. I don't like sauerkraut.
It's a classic sandwich, man.
Yeah, it's a classic sandwich.
God.
Put it on bread I like eating and remove the sauerkraut. I will love that sandwich.
It's no longer that's the same thing, though.
True, it is not.
You want every sandwich to be the same sandwich?
No, I just don't want them to be that sandwich.
It's white bread with what? What do you have in there? A slice of turkey. That's it. That's John's sandwich, everyone.
You're not terribly far off.
I know what you like.
Yeah, but hey, I've eaten more stuff, man. I eat more stuff. I had capicola and turkey and pepper jack on my sandwich today with a little bit of hot sauce mixed with a little bit of barbecue sauce.
We're not going to talk about your sacrilegious sandwiches, okay? We're talking about Matthew Subs.
I'm sad again. Let's go talk about
the Gabriel.
Ooh, that's religious.
Grilled chicken, cheddar cheese, roasted pepper, bacon on a grinder, in parentheses, hot.
Grilled chicken, cheddar cheese. That sounds really good.
That's a good one. I've had that one.
Yeah.
The Santa Barbara. I don't know where he came up with this name. We're far from that place. Chicken cutlet. With me here.
Oh, I love chicken cutlet.
Fresh mozzarella. Are you with me?
I'm completely with you.
Roasted red peppers.
Okay.
And it says, well, this is written incorrectly. It says roasted red peppers and roasted red pepper. On Italian. Hot. It's on Italian.
I'm not a big fan of the red peppers. Sometimes they're okay. I'd probably eat that and take them off.
Okay.
But that would be a good sandwich.
The Chacan.
The what?
Chakan. The Chacan. Fried chicken.
Ooh.
Bacon, pepper jack cheese, and chipotle mayo. On Italian. Hot. Now, here's a question. Would you eat chipotle mayo? If you say yes, that's going to be strange.
If forced to, but I'd rather not. I don't really like it that much.
In which scenario would you be forced to eat it?
If I ordered a food that had it on it without realizing it and I was forced to, I'd probably eat it. I'd scrape off as much as I could. Because the thing is, I like Chipotle. I just hate mayonnaise.
What type of sauces do you enjoy?
Like Frank's Red Hot, or
ketchup
nothing.
Or something?
Or barbecue sauce, Frank's Red Hot, or like nothing.
Oh boy. All right.
I can eat like 3 of these sandwiches with no modifications.
I'm trying to give pump this guy up here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
how great his.
Oh, that's not what I thought. Oh, that's not what I thought. Oh, I'm sorry.
To this guy's sandwiches I enjoyed, and you're.
I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to say whether I'd like the sandwich or not.
Imagine you're this man whose business was put out of business, and then you're listening to this guy. He's going, "Oh no, I don't like that."
Well, yeah, because I know I don't like that many sandwiches. Right. I said that before we started.
It's a terrible idea. The Turkey Club. Oven gold turkey. Do you have a problem with that?
No, it's a fine classic sandwich.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, lettuce, tomatoes. Cold.
That's the first cold sandwich we've heard of this time.
Mostly hot sandwiches.
Yeah.
You like that one?
Do I have to answer honestly?
Yeah, what's the problem with this?
Tomato.
Oh my god. No tomatoes? It's a source of nutrition.
Yeah, it's also a source of Ew, this texture is awful. Why'd you put this on a sandwich?
We're going to get to you later when we get to your challenge thing.
Ugh.
So then we'll really see what's going on here, okay?
Yeah, sure.
The Hayes Town, which is named after the street the place is on. Prosciutto, eggplant, fresh mozzarella, and pesto mayo on Italian. Hot. It's a good one.
Sounds like a lot of people would love it.
You son of a bitch. Okay, here we go. There's another one. La Griselda. Griselda. Mozzarella, roasted peppers, so just like that. Lettuce, tomatoes, and olive oil on a grinder. Cold.
Huh.
There's a lot of sandwiches, tons here. The Abbot. I don't know we came up with these names. Chicken salad, bacon, and lettuce on a grinder. Go ahead. What do you have to say?
I'm not going to say
You
anything.
hate chicken salad, go ahead.
Okay, I hate chicken salad. It's gross to me.
What don't you like about it?
Mayonnaise.
What's the deal with mayonnaise with you?
I find it.
Or...
It just tastes weird and gross and doesn't add anything to the sandwich that I want to eat. Hey, you asked me. I answered, man. Don't sigh at me.
The mariachi. Buffalo chicken, pepper jack cheese, and hot peppers on a hard roll. Hot.
Buffalo chicken, pepper jack. Yeah, that sounds good.
The Tommy Kachigagwa.
What?
C-A-C-H-I-G-U-A-G-U-A. Now, what's interesting about this sandwich, that was the name of it for probably, this place was open maybe 2 years. I'd say the first year and a half, that was the name of it, and then eventually it just became the Tommy. I think people maybe were not able to say the name. The guy just got annoyed. Grilled chicken, prosciutto, mozzarella, and hot peppers on a ciabatta. Are you a ciabatta?
Ciabatta's good. Yeah, I love ciabatta bread.
You like the ciabatta?
Yeah, man.
El Tio Padrino. That is barbecue pulled pork, coleslaw, and cheddar cheese on a Portuguese. Hot.
Portuguese rolls are good too.
You like a Portuguese or an Italian? Where would you like to put your meats?
That's tough. I mean, I think there's a wider range of goodness with like there's a higher upper end for Italian bread than there is for Portuguese rolls. I don't know. I've had Portuguese rolls that are they're always consistently good.
A bit racist.
But you can get. We're talking about Portuguese rolls versus Italian bread.
That's what I was talking about. I don't know what you're referencing. All right. El Chacal. Chacal. Now, you remember there was a dish called the Chacan? This is a common issue. You would order either the Chacal or the Chacan, and then you would receive either the Chacal or the Chacan. Maybe not the one you wanted. Because the names are very super similar, and they're very kind of different sandwiches. This is something that would happen. You just kind of go with it. It's kind of part of the charm. Okay?
That's cool. Okay.
Fried eggplant. How you feel about that?
It's eggplant.
You don't eat it.
I hate eggplant.
There's no sandwich you could have.
We already had like 5 sandwiches I would love.
Mozzarella. Roasted peppers and Italian dressing on Italian. OJ prefers Italian over Portuguese. He hates Portuguese. Anything. The Sunset. Turkey, red slaw, provolone, Russian dressing on a hard roll, cold. Do you like
Provolone's great.
Russian dressing?
No.
There's mayonnaise in it.
Yep. And same with coleslaw.
This is depressing.
Hey, I'm the one who has to deal with this, not you.
The Tiger. Roast beef, bacon, pepper jack, jalapenos, and horseradish mayo on a grinder. Do you like jalapenos?
Yes.
You sound sarcastic when you say that.
No, I like jalapenos. I just thought you'd be surprised.
What about a jalapeno filled with mayonnaise?
Isn't that like sort of what jalapeno pop?
Jalapeno popper of mayonnaise has got cheese in it.
Yeah, sometimes people mix things with
This is
cheese.
why you don't like mayonnaise. People are pranking you with sticking mayonnaise in your food, and you become turned off to the idea of it. You expect it to be in everything now.
It's entirely possible.
The Main. Should be for Main Street, perhaps. Sopressata, bacon, sun-dried pepper, and Swiss on a ciabatta. Hot. Sopressata, you like that?
Yeah.
Those meats are good, man. But
They're really
salty, and they're very bad for you. But you have them once in a while, okay?
Yeah, not all the time, but...
No. And the last one, the Kid Matthews, in parentheses, 4 kids.
Aw.
And OJ, I think, might like this. It is grilled cheese and ham on white bread.
Oh, it's got a ham on it? I'm kidding, I like ham.
So there you go. That was the OJ sandwich we found at the end, the one he could have.
Yeah.
But that was it, man. The place is gone. It's very sad.
Yeah, like, and you don't even know what happened.
We don't know what happened. Do you have any places that you enjoyed that went out of business, or establishments, maybe from your kid?
There's 2 of them.
What do you got?
There's 2 of them I can think of right off the top of my head. One is a sandwich place. There was a deli right near work that had amazing sandwiches. Like, you could walk there from the office.
They had Italian bread and turkey? And no mayo.
No, they had, like, chicken cutlet, bacon, cheddar cheese, and chili on a grinder.
It's good.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was my favorite sandwiches. And a bunch of other really good stuff, and people would rave about their clam chowder and whatnot. But they left because they moved up to, like, far north New England. And they're like, yeah, so we were doing fine, but we want to move, so we can't take the business and still be here and live there, so bye.
It all went.
So that wasn't so bad. It was sad that we missed, they're gone.
I wonder how they're doing up there.
Yeah, I'm curious. I want all their recipes, too.
What if the people up there are like, we demand mayo on all our sandwiches, and you have no mayo? We will not go back to your previous place.
Oh.
You do not belong here. And then they go home and cry, and they think of you. They have like a photo of you.
Oh.
They're like, he never would like mayo. These people are savages.
There was another place too. It wasn't a sandwich place. There was it was a Thai restaurant in Stamford. Like, my favorite Thai restaurant out of anywhere nearby. Like, this place was really good. And one day I'm driving by, and there's a sign on the door that it was called Kit's Thai Kitchen. And it said Kit has gone off to new adventures.
Whoa.
So, yeah, and that, like, 3 or 4 different restaurants opened in that place and closed. I think it finally settled on an Italian restaurant, and that's still open. But
Kit's in outer space now.
Yeah, seriously, Kit got picked up by Zickin aliens or something and is cruising the universe, having an unbelievable experience like nothing we ever had before, and Kit is constantly providing Thai iced tea and drunken noodle and massaman curry and all this good stuff to the aliens that we can't have.
He's Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar. I just watched that last night. That's why I brought that up.
Hey, let's go live by a black hole. This is a good idea.
Did you see that movie?
Wait. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
yes?
we're not talking about that.
Okay.
Do you remember a place? We were kids called the Discovery Zone.
Mm-hmm.
That went out of business.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was? Can you describe to the people at home what it was about?
Yeah. Now, allegedly, I don't know. They might have claimed it had something to do with learning or anything like that, but it didn't. It was basically Chuck E. Cheese without the animatronics.
Yes, but it was insane because you go there as a kid, and as a kid, you don't have any freedom to go where you want to go.
Yeah,
right?
And you're in this big, like, labyrinth maze thing.
It's an insane, like you said, tubes and, like, a maze of tubes that had, like, different areas you go to, ball pits in the middle of it, and only kids could fit into the tubes. I was probably the first taste of freedom I ever had as a human.
Because, I mean, yeah, you're still safe. You can't really hurt yourself too badly.
Well, your parents know you're not going to.
Yeah, you're not going to escape. So,
well, you could decide to go left or right, or straight, with different paths.
Yeah, it was all up to you.
At times, there was kids it was a lot of control. It smelled like feet in there badly.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. But there'd be like one kid that was like just crying in the middle of a tube. And you couldn't get around him. And then the other problem would be you were going one way and there was kids trying to go the other way. And like no one would stop and they would just crawl over each other.
Yeah, that was a little...
And I think maybe they closed it down. Maybe kids were getting hurt or something. What do you think what happened?
I mean, my first thought... I don't know. Maybe it wasn't popular enough. The place seemed expensive to run, right? Maybe not. No, I guess because you don't have anyone paid to watch the kids.
Yeah, I think it was expensive maybe to go there. Like to be part of it. And then I think kids were getting injured, to be honest with you.
It's entirely possible.
It was pretty out of control. It was pretty wild in there. There was wild times. So there you go. A lot of places went out of business, man. I saw an entire industry. That was a big part of the arcade industry.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. Comic book stores. Anything that I like. Anything that I like, they took away. These are all things that went down.
Dang it, you like the same things I do.
Video stores, obviously. You okay? What's going on over there? Here's some weird... You having a pain or something?
I had to stretch I have like a sharp, like... There's like a spot in my back that is pretty sore. I think I need to like have somebody knead it out or something.
Why did you say this? You said you were acting strangely.
I was acting strangely?
I could tell something was wrong, and there was.
I was stretching, yeah. I was trying to fix the crick in my back.
All right, you know what you have to get?
What do I have to get?
I don't know what it's called. It's like a cylinder thing they use for like yoga, I think. It's like a styrofoam cylinder that's long.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're... Yeah, I can picture it.
You get one of those. You get a yoga mat, and you roll on the stupid thing. You roll straight on your back on it. Cracks your back.
Oh, really?
Come on, man.
Okay, that sounds easy enough.
What are you doing out there?
Climbing up and down the stairs?
Any places that you wish were out of business that aren't? Don't answer that.
I'm going to get assassinated, man.
Don't do it. So, speaking of places that went out of business, man, I went to Toys R Us again. It is now closed. I took several pictures. I'd like to show you at some point.
Oh, no.
Insane, man, what I saw, okay? Now, you know the things the carts go in? They're in the parking lot. They're like these big metal things on the grocery stores. They kind of like corrals all the carts. They had two of those at Toys R Us. They were flipped over on their side and like smashed.
Why?
It looked like someone rammed them with a car, or I don't exactly know what happened, or maybe just flipped them over. There was trash all over the parking lot. I mean, there are still other businesses in the parking lot, so I don't know why
thinking the same thing.
They would, but like all over the sidewalk of Toys R Us, the floor, like wrappers, just trash all over the place. It was taken over by birds.
Birds?
There was armies of birds just all over the place, on top of the building, walking. I walked up to the door and they didn't even move. They had taken control. And it's bizarre because it's in a shopping center, like where the Toys R Us is just like empty, no cars, and then a couple of the other stores around are like they're full. There's just one pocket of like just trash, and birds all over the place.
Ugh.
I looked inside. It looked like shelving was thrown all over the place. One of the registers was actually on.
What?
Yeah, the registers are still plugged in. I guess they actually own the buildings, I think, so they're trying to sell the buildings.
Oh, no.
But one of the registers was actually turned on, yeah. There was a logo on the screen. It was like cycling through stuff.
Oh, that's sad, man.
Yeah, it was insane. But there's a lot of controversy now with Toys R Us, John, if you've heard about this.
I have not.
They closed the stores about a month ago. And up on their social media, their final message they put up, and I quote, "Just going on a little vacation is all. ... Hashtag TRU be continued." Be continued. What do you think this is all about?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
So there's an article here I found. This is from the LA Times. I'm all over the place here. My reading here, okay? Very well read.
Mm-hmm.
Says a revival of Toys R Us might be in the works. Jerry Storch, a former chief executive officer of the defunct toy chain, has been working with multiple investors on a plan to reboot the retailer in the United States. According to people familiar with the situation, who asked not to be named because the talks are private.
Then why are you talking?
So that's the source. I don't think it's a very good source. People familiar with the situation who asked not to be named. That's who we're giving credit to here. So there's an investment firm that basically acquired the Canadian units of Toys R Us, who will stay in business. That may also be involved as well. Any comeback is considered to face long odds because of how far the former market giant has fallen. The people said. The people.
Multiple people talking when they're not supposed to.
Multiple people who may not be named, who may be familiar with the situation. There are also concerns that it might be too late to restart the business in time for this Christmas shopping season, they said. For a successful revival, Storch's group would have to win a bankruptcy auction for the chain's intellectual property in about a month. So they're going to have an auction where people will bid on the name and the intellectual property. We could actually win this.
I bid $1.
We could bid, at least. I don't know if we can win. The real estate portfolio is being sold separately, so the buildings are basically going, and then they'd own the name of the company, and then they'd have to totally restart, I guess. Frequently, when a retail chain sells off its brand names and logos, little is done with them. Competitors often buy up the rights to keep another rival from using them.
Ooh.
But that does not appear to be the case with Toys R Us, a liquidation that's leaving billions of dollars in revenue up for grabs. Competition for its brands, including Babies R Us, is expected, according to some of the people. This is the LA Times we're talking about here.
Come on, people.
The people. That interest illustrates how many observers saw the retailer's business as a salvageable one, at least without the unsustainable debt load that pushed it into bankruptcy.
Oh, I like the way you said that. Bankruptcy.
There's a lot of information here. There's a guy, a California toy mogul, Isaac Larian, who's leading a group of investors trying to buy several hundred Toys R Us stores from the bankrupt retailer. But he gave up the effort last month after he and the company's debt holders were unable to reach an agreement. Larian is the founder and chief executive of MGA Entertainment, the Los Angeles company that makes Bratz dolls, and the popular LOL Surprise toy line, or LOL Surprise. You know what that is?
No, but I'm kind of afraid to Google it because I think I'll hate it.
Their toys are full of mayo. Are you going?
Oh, they're just it's just a little ball with it's a blind box with a doll in it. That's nothing crazy.
So here's an interesting part of the article here. Do you like Party City?
It's okay.
Party City is going after the gaping hole left by Toys R Us demise in the United States. Party City plans to open 50 pop-up stores from September through the holiday shopping season, possibly in former locations of Toys R Us. The assortment will include top brands from Hasbro, Mattel, and plenty of Santa suits and stockings for Christmas. Party City is also adding more toys to its website as part of a push into the category. If the pop-up pilot goes well, the company will expand this format into next year and beyond. Customers are going to be looking for something to fill that void, and we intend to do that, said Party City's president of retail.
Okay.
We're going to stop right there. This is a little too much information to me.
Also, my mind is blown. I opened up, I looked at one of these Party City, LOL Surprise dolls. Okay, first of all, the name made me hate them immediately.
Yeah.
And then I saw a couple pictures and thought, okay, this is fine. Then I saw another picture, and it's 7 dolls, all drinking coffee and stuff. And I'm like, kids shouldn't drink coffee. I heard it was bad for them. Is it bad for them? I don't know, but the fact that they're called LOL dolls just makes me hate everything about them.
You're not going to go to Party City to get one this year?
No, I mean, what's funny is that I did an image search, and it says, "LOL surprise! YouTube unboxing videos are why kids want these."
That's what we should have been doing this whole time.
Yeah, some of these ain't so bad. I just hate that it just it makes you feel like a grumpy old man. All right, that's what I think.
OJ,
Mhm.
last month on the show,
Yeah.
you decided to, on your own, do this.
Mm-hmm.
You said, "Hey, I'm going to challenge myself. I want you guys to challenge me. Help me challenge myself. I challenge you to challenge myself.
I challenge you to challenge the challenging challenger.
I want to lose weight," I believe you said.
Mm-hmm.
No one put this on you. This is your own words, okay? I like you the way you are. I would never put that on you. You did this of your own volition? Is that the word?
Yeah, that works.
You said, "I'm going to challenge myself. 2.5 pounds. I will lose on the next show. And I want you to make sure I did this." What is the results of the challenge?
Fission mailed.
What happened?
I don't know. I was doing pretty well. Then I had like a spate of a bunch of days where I was just lazy. I'm like, I'm not gonna get up and cook. I'll just order something, and that's.
What are you doing in the background? Stapling something?
Oh, sorry. I picked up a syringe pen.
This is bothering you that you failed at your goal. It's good.
Yeah.
We're here to keep you accountable.
Yeah, honestly.
He's stapling things into his body because he's so upset. He's self-mutilating.
Honestly, I think what I'm going to do when I get off of when the show's over, I have set another goal for myself. I mean, obviously in addition to the losing weight thing, but I need to practice doing lots of up and down walking. So I'm trying to, over the course of a week, walk up and down 4,802 feet total, which equates to 6 times a week, either going up and down the hill near my house 13 times, or climbing the steps in my house about 100 times, and while wearing a heavy backpack.
So you feel it's a lack of exercise is causing this?
Lack of exercise, but also the majority was probably just eating really bad food when I hung out with my friends.
Why do you do this? Do you feel like they're eating, I have to eat the same thing?
It was like, well, we ordered pizza. I'm like, oh, yay, pizza. And then if I'm near food and I'm not doing anything, I'm going to eat food. If I'm near a drink and I'm not doing anything, let me put it to you this way. I walked at work to the water fountain to get water. By the time I reached my desk, I drank half the water. I got up to get water for dinner yesterday, and I drank half of it by the time I sat back down again. Like,
what can we do, John? There's no answer.
It's like, I know I should stop eating, or I should stop drinking. And by the way, I'm just talking about effing water here, man. Like, I just keep going through it. Like, it's weird. Like, I have to be doing something. It's very strange.
What is John's punishment? People have to tell us. I don't know what to do.
I will say this. I went up pretty high last week, and now I'm down from the upper.
So you actually gained
limits. I gained and I went back down again.
I feel like I'm not being harsh enough because you're just going to do the same thing again.
You say that, but I think I'm in the right frame of mind now. Obviously, the thing
trying again.
Yeah, the thing I was trying to get across last week was like that. I failed a lot, man. I failed a lot like crazy.
How do you feel when you fail?
I don't like it. I feel bad, but I don't beat myself up over it enough such that I'm going to be depressed, because that's just going to make me eat even more.
Whoa.
It's bad, but it's just I'm trying to channel it towards pushing me to do better, not being sad that I did worse.
All right. Well,
it worked, but
we'll check in next month again. This is your idea. Again, people are all bullying him. This was his idea.
It was my idea.
I want to know part of it. He made me do this. He
Wow,
made me this
thanks.
person. He asked me to be this person.
Oh.
Only to fail me. I don't know how to process this. You made me a failure. Do you realize that you made all of us a failure with your failure? Do you understand that?
I understand that, John.
You think I like to fail?
No.
We had a goal for you.
I know I had
my job to make sure you achieved your goal. I let you down and the world, so now I'm a failure as well.
You didn't let me down. You did nothing wrong. No, it's not your responsibility for me to do better.
My responsibility. You asked me to help you.
That doesn't mean that it's your fault that I failed.
I know, it means I'm a failure.
You're not a failure.
Are you trying to suffocate yourself now with a pillow? What's going on?
Oh, I've got my head in my hands right now.
What are we going to do? You're going to do the right things next time?
Yeah.
We need you to get around, John. I don't think you understand, You understand what could happen here?
It would
what
be
happens 10 years from now if you're still doing the same stuff?
I'm probably going to have a whole slew of health problems.
That's what you want? Because my friends are eating pizza, I better do that too because I may be embarrassed if I don't eat it. That's what we're dealing with here?
No,
how old are you now?
It's more along the lines is that, oh man, it's pizza. I love pizza. It's the weekend. I did well during the week, so I'm going to eat what I want on the weekend. Woo!
That's your reward. A faster death. I did really good this week, so now I get to slowly kill myself for the weekend. All right. See what you made me become here? I'm a monster now.
You're not a monster.
I'm a monster now, John. Oh, boy. So you're going to do some exercising. I know you're, what's going on? The hiking? You're doing some hiking.
Yeah.
What's going on with the hikes?
My friends and I are preparing to walk up a really, really, really easy to climb mountain. And so I took an introduction to hiking course. It was like one day.
What would that entail? Introduction to hiking.
It was basically telling you about...
This is your attire. The khakis, shorts, and this is your stick, and a bandana.
No. So they said, okay, first of all, bring... It was funny. I asked, whether I should wear shorts or what before we went... I asked the instructor before the class. It was a one-day thing. And they just said, it's really hot. Do according to the weather, so wear shorts. So I'm like, okay. So I wore jorts, for one. But they said bring a backpack, at least 2 liters of water, a lunch, some snacks, and any, I guess, gear or equipment or whatever you think you need. I'm like, So I went and got my backpack from middle school. I put in 2 liters of water and a sandwich and some crackers and a little snack thing. And I get there and everyone's got these crazy backpacks with hip straps and chest straps and all this stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a whole world.
And, yeah, the instructor's like, okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to empty out your bags and I'm going to look at what you brought and then I'm going to show you what I brought. And we're like, So my backpack was very easy to empty because I brought next to nothing. I brought lunch and water basically. Oh, sunscreen and bug spray. That was it. And yeah, they told us about if you're going on a hike, what you should bring. No gun. But yeah, and then they're like, okay, so we're gonna go on a hike now. And first they explain, what you should bring, how to pack your bag, how to put your things in your bag properly. And then said, okay, we're gonna go on a hike, and we just hiked around. The instructor showed us how to go up hills if our legs are really tired, how to go down hills really fast, without putting too much stress on your legs.
Were there people that couldn't do it?
No, it was really easy.
What are these people that went for this class? What were they like?
There was one lady who was about to do a marathon in Mongolia, I think.
What in the world?
Yep. And she was about, I don't know her exact age, but she seemed at least 60, maybe 70 something.
Yeah, she needs some pointers.
Then there was an older couple, a couple younger than her that were maybe in their 40s or 50s. A girl about my age and another girl who seemed a little bit younger than me. The instructor was like 23. We had I think one person didn't show up, and everyone else, we hiked around. A few people left early. I stuck around because I'm like, I paid for this. I would like as much instruction as I can get before I have to leave. So when everybody but 2 people left, the instructor and 2 of us just walked around talking about dogs and stuff.
Well, I'm glad to see you're doing something, that's healthy.
Well, yeah, dude, now basically I'm walking around the hills in my neighborhood listening to DC Comics audiobooks. Yeah, man. I got all the way through Infinite Crisis 52, and I'm maybe a quarter of the way through Countdown right now.
Okay. How is it? How's the experience audio-wise?
It's kind of crazy. It's whatever the brand is that's called graphic audio, which just sounds weird. So I'm listening to the graphic audio version of the novelization of the graphic novel of the weekly comic books.
Is this part of the new DC Universe service?
No, man.
Like
No, I bought it from a Humble Bundle. I got 20 of them for $15.
All right, good, man. Seems like you're, trying.
The thing is, I get bored. I have to entertain myself either by biking with a video game or listening to a comic book. And I've done the hike. I did the hike Saturday. Sunday, I went up and down my neighborhood. Monday, I went up and down my neighborhood. Tuesday was D&D. Wednesday, I think I'm going to do, 100 times my stairwell about 100 times, which should be about 800 feet of elevation if you count down and up. So that's my plan. And if I do that 6 times a week,
it's hard, man. Everyone knows. Everyone that's listening to this knows. Everyone said they try to do this kind of stuff. You gotta want it. You gotta want the result.
Yeah, and I've never had it this badly before. I think it's weird. No. I mean, the desire, yeah, but in addition to that, I have never let myself go this badly. I think it was just a combination of me getting older, me having a heart procedure done, and then being unable to do anything, and then trying to come back from being inactive after eating as if I were active. I was pretty active up until the heart thing. I wasn't great. I'd still gained a little bit of weight, but I hadn't gotten that bad. But everything just went to pieces around then. The medication didn't help either, but the medication's been gone for a month, and I've barely managed to sustain. So obviously the fault lies with me. So yeah, man, this is it. This is the big push.
I understand you went to a concert of sorts.
2 in 1 week.
2 concerts?
Yeah, man. So I went to a concert last Tuesday where I basically felt like the only sober guy at a what's his name, Dave Matthews Band concert, because I was the only sober guy at a Dave Matthews Band concert.
What was making them not sober? What were they doing?
People were drinking, which is to be expected at a concert, but I could also smell various other substances from pretty much everyone around me.
Dave Matthews.
Guy is crazy.
Did you know Dave Matthews was still touring before he went to the concert?
I found out about the concert 3 days in advance when a friend of mine said, "Hey, I have a ticket for this concert. You want to go?" And I said, "Okay."
And was it packed? Is he still very popular? Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. He's packing. Dude, I did not realize that Dave Matthews Band had a jazz jam band part of his concerts. They just jammed for 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, it's where the drugs come into play, I guess.
So what, to get people through the 20 minutes? Oh!
It's part of the experience, I hear. I don't know.
Okay, but he was talented, but dude's nuts. He introduces his band. And he's like, "I'm Mike Mitchell." Who the frell is Mike Mitchell?
They're the same guys from the 90s.
I have no idea. And I got some flack when I left, too.
Why? From Dave?
Because yeah, man, not from Dave, but like
Yeah.
I felt there were some women in the aisle, like, you know, like 5 people down from me that I had to pass to get out. And it was getting late, and I had to drive back, and I had work in the mornings, and I was exhausted. Like, I was dead. I got up early. I got to bed late the night before. I got up early so I could come to the concert. And he starts playing What Would You Say, which is a very popular song, and I like that song very much. And as I'm going towards the end of the row, these 2 ladies are like, wait, what, you're leaving during this song? And part of me wanted to be like a complete and utter a-hole and be like, you giving me a reason to stay? But instead,
my God, you filthy.
I didn't say it.
You are
I didn't
filthy.
say it. I didn't say it,
What is that
man.
implying? I don't even want to. All right, go ahead.
And so instead, I'm like, no, man, I love this song. So I'm like, sorry, I got reasons. I gotta go. See you later. Bye.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, right. Oh, that would have been beautiful. That's more socially acceptable to have said. But I just ended up walking around till the song was over, and then kind of slowly making my way out of the place. And then he, like, the end of the concert is when he played all the songs I knew. But it was good. It was fun. I had a good time.
Isn't it funny how everything has like its uniform? Like you were talking about the hiking. Like you have your people.
Yeah.
Oh, I need the bag, the hiking bag. And it is that the khaki shorts with the pockets. This is I'm going hiking. This is the uniform. How else would you do it? And the concert's the same thing. It's like I gotta go to the concert. I gotta smoke the stuff.
Yep.
I gotta wear my T-shirt.
I smelled that at the other concert I went to.
It's not like a few people. It's like, you know, the vast majority.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was the minority.
That's just what you do. This is the
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
you do when you do this. You buy this. Everything has like marketing aspects to it, right? I need to have this outfit, this type of thing, and do this. I'm this guy right now.
I'm like, whatever. I'm going to wear the clothes that fit, that I am comfortable in. I'm going to go have a good time.
Everything's like that, man.
Yeah.
When I get up in the morning, you have coffee. Everyone does that. How else do you get up in the morning? How did that come to be? Like, not everyone didn't come to that idea, like, you know, on their own.
Nope.
Everyone came to this idea. We all do this thing on the road. No. Someone's like, this is what you do. This is the right way to do it. Okay, yeah, we're all going to do that now.
Are you tired? The answer is not get more sleep. The answer is drug yourself with caffeine.
Anyway, what's the other concert?
So, in Stamford, they have a concert series every Thursday called Alive at 5.
Did you see the Gin Blossoms?
Oh, heck yeah, baby!
Oh, wow. I wanted to go. I can never go.
I know. I wish you could have made it.
Anything.
On the plus side, dude, this was nuts. So okay. I got there mad early. I got there at like 4:30 when stuff's supposed to start at 5, but nothing really happened till 5:30, and that's when like the DJ came on to just kind of warm up the crowd. So I got there at like 4:45, and there's a diner right next to the stage because the whole area is cordoned off. Once you're in, you can't leave unless you want to pay again. And there's a bunch of restaurants inside, and most of it, my favorite restaurants all moved out. Womp womp. But there's this diner I'd never been to, so I walk over.
Pizza Kitchen.
Oh gosh.
They went out of business.
Yeah, man.
All right, go ahead.
But I walk up, I'm like, can I have a seat and get some food? It's like, well, this entire outdoor section's reserved, but yeah, you can sit with us over here. I'm like, okay. And the way she said it made it sound like I'm going to be sitting with people. Instead, I get this table for 4 all by myself, like next to the stage. I'm just like, okay. I order like, hey, a sandwich. It was called the Jets, and it was like pastrami and cheese and bacon, and it was really good. But yeah, so I'm waiting around.
A lot of sandwich talk today.
Yeah, I know, right? And I'm like, okay, you know what? Before this starts, I eat my sandwich. I'm waiting around. It's hot. I'm going to go somewhere air conditioned, and I want to get one drink and then just chill out. So I just go find a bar. I sit down, chill out there, and then finally they start putting the bands out. And it was the Gin Blossoms were the headliner with Vertical Horizon and Tonic. It was like, they even said it themselves. It's like the 90s, man. Like, we are the 90s.
You're back in school.
Yeah, it was freaky. But the thing is, like, most of the people there were like around our age, a few younger, a tiny bit older, but mostly our age. Yeah. And a little bit younger. But like, dude, I think these guys were great.
Like I was a great band.
I was super impressed. No, I meant all three. I meant all three of them.
The other two.
No, dude.
I was never a big fan, but
they sounded exactly like they did on the CD.
What was Vertical Horizon's song?
Was it "You're a God"?
Okay, yeah.
I honestly got them confused. I thought it was supposed to be Tonic, Vertical Horizon, and then Gin Blossoms. But it was Vertical Horizon, Tonic, then Gin Blossoms.
Oh,
and
Gin
I didn't
Blossoms
notice.
Was the headliner there.
Of course, yeah.
These
but
are all
I
the bands they play. You go to like Target on like a Sunday night. That's the music they're playing.
Yeah, but dude, like I didn't notice they switched them for a little bit, and I was like, oh wait, this is backward. But they played some songs we hadn't heard, some new songs, their big hits. But my favorite was when Tonic did this. So this next song, like this is about when I was 21. I found this girl, and I loved her more than anything. So I went to my mom and said, "Mom, I'm going to marry this girl." And my mom said, "That's stupid. Don't do it." And I said, "No, but Ma, if you could only see the way she loves me, then maybe you would understand."
That's true.
And that's what he said. And then he said,
the song, yeah.
He's like, "So I married her, and it went down faster than a plane with no gas. But that's okay. You got to follow your dreams." My mom was totally right, but you got to follow your dreams. So, or he said something along those lines, and then went into the song. It was
a good song, man. I got that on my head right now. It feels good.
Yeah, but It was another funny one was Gin Blossoms. Like that's the first CD I ever bought was New Miserable Experience by Gin Blossoms. And I found it, and Isaac brought it with my Sharpie, and they're talking about one of the songs from there. It was it wasn't Hey Jealousy. It was
Allison Road.
No, it wasn't Allison Road. It was a very sad song. I forgot what it's called.
Hold on here.
Yeah, it's killing me. But he's talking about that song.
That's a band where you'd be like, "You like this crap?" Well, I do. I think you're really good.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
What was it called? I have the dang album downstairs.
Hey Jealousy was not it? Until I Fall Away.
Till I Fall Away, yeah.
Until I
fall away. Yeah. Like he's really sad. Like it's a sad song. He's like, "Man, I wrote the song when I was really depressed, and then we sold 4 million records."
Yeah.
I'm like, oh dang. But yeah, dude, Robin, I forgot his last name, the lead singer for the Gin Blossoms. Dude, still got it, man.
I wish I could have gone to this.
I know, but here's the sad part. So we're there. There's a couple little merch.
I'm busy being depressed writing my song. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, but so they had little merch booths, and I go over and I'm like, oh man, they have a tour T-shirt for this. Like I'm not even kidding. Like it's got Stanford, Connecticut. I bought it, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they got a tour T-shirt, but then I see they have a new CD with like all the Gin Blossom guys on it, but they signed the album cover.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, you know what? They signed it.
I would rather buy the same album I have digitally again than buy their new one.
Okay. But so we get to the end of the concert, and I go over to the right, past the right side of the stage where there's a little like golf cart thing. I'm like, okay, this is where they're gonna pop out. There's a bunch of security guards, and I see them come out. So I walk up to the fence. You're not allowed to go past. I reach into my khaki cargo shorts, take out my copy of New Miserable Experience and my Sharpie. I'm like, oh, I'm ready. I got the jewel case, man. I actually bought a physical copy of music. And this is the CD I bought from like 1992.
So it's the original one you had?
Yeah, I brought it with me. And I go over, and they're all coming out, and they hop on the cart, and then one of the guys from the band, he sees me. He looks up like he's going to walk over, and then he's like, "Oh no, we got to get going. We can't stay here."
He said that?
That's the look in his eyes.
Oh my god, come on, man! This guy's been around for 20-something years. He's playing Stanford for free. You can't sign your thing?
Hey, I paid $20 to get in.
Oh, it wasn't free.
No, but yeah, no, he didn't. No, the whole band was with him. I was like, okay, I get it, but I was like, oh. And the worst part is that they went the way I needed to go to catch my bus home, and I had to. They walled that entire area off, so I'd walk all the way around the town square, like out
Gin Blossoms again.
Man.
So now we don't like them anymore.
Oh no, I still think they're great.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it was
I still love them. They could abuse me all they want. I'll take it.
No
You
comment.
know what I've been listening to lately? It's just you kind of go down those rabbit holes. Usually, you go to YouTube and you're like watching something, and then you start clicking on things.
Yeah.
And it leads you to something that is like a complete opposite of what you started with.
Yeah.
Like you want a recipe for a mayo sandwich. You wind up totally different area. So I got into watching all these Sublime videos. Remember Sublime?
Really good stuff, man.
Freaking Sublime, man. I never had the album. Did you? That big album they had? Did you own that?
No, my cousins did though.
Okay, I never got it because I don't know, it wasn't for me at the time or something. Like I was into I was like all Green Day, Offspring, it was like 96, 97, something like that.
Yeah.
I never had the album, but the songs were like so freaking popular that when I started listening to it again, like this nostalgia wave just hit me like so hard, right?
Oh no.
Oh, like dude, it's such a big album. Like when you listen to the songs, you're like, oh yeah, that one and that was like 4 or 5 different like huge songs. And I was listening to them now, like all those years later, and I realized like they were really ahead of all that other stuff at the time. I think because it really they were the perfect mix of all these different genres.
Yeah, they carved out their own niche that no one else would even come close to for a while.
The, ultimate mixture of hip hop and rock and punk and everything.
Yeah,
it was really beautiful stuff. Do you know the story of that band? Like the lead singer died before that album came out.
Wait, before it came out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like they recorded the album that he died, and then that came out. It was like just insanely huge. Yeah, which is an interesting story. I mean, they probably would have been gone on to bigger things, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But they came out, and then like Rage Against the Machine was out, and they were doing kind of like heavier rock with rap. And then that kind of became a thing, but it just turned into like Limp Bizkit and went the wrong direction. But here's Sublime. It's just excellent stuff. Brings me back to the time. It feels like California, That music, it just feels like California from California.
Yeah.
That's like, it just feels like that.
It's got that vibe to it. Yeah.
They were a good band.
Yeah, that's a lot better than the last time I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube with music.
Where did you wind up?
I listened to Devo for about 3 hours.
What?
I'm not kidding.
What is happening to your life, John?
Hey, look.
What are we doing here?
What We Do is a great song, all right? And I just let it roll from there. And after about 3 hours, I was like, I can't listen to any more Devo. I'm going to die.
I gotta come and take care of OJ. He's going down the wrong path.
Ugh.
Eating pizzas and... Were you eating the pizza while you listened to this?
I'm trying to remember. No, I was working, so...
Do you realize how much I care for you? Do you think there's anyone in my life that comes to me that goes, hey, I want to film you for hours. I then want to take the footage and stare at it for probably 3 times that length of time and edit it and then put it out into the world because I like you so much that I want to show people your face over and over again. Do you think anyone does that for me? Do you think most people have someone that wants to do that for them?
No.
You have people that want to do that for you.
Yes.
It means nothing to you, apparently.
No, it doesn't. I like how I'm in trouble again because I said I listened to Devo for 3 hours. Like, that's as bad.
This is where we have to be now.
That's as bad as junk food.
Yes. We just want to make sure you're in the right things, okay?
I understand. Look, man, I'll check in with you next week. I'll be in a better spot.
What do you think happens to me if something happens to you? What do you think? What happens to my life? Do you think I just get up the next day? What do you think? Tell me. Tell everyone. What do you think?
I think it would be very sad, and it would cause you a very large amount of.
Then I have all these shows that's like a burden I have to carry. That this existed and now it's gone. Think about this. Are we still doing the show? What's going on?
It's just got real.
This is still the show?
Yeah, it's still the
Or
show.
is it becoming something totally different?
Becoming something totally different is the show. That's what it does.
All right. Oh, okay.
Except now I've got Until I Fall
other.
Away stuck in my head.
Yeah. With your face, that's what we're thinking of. All right. San Diego Comic-Con happened.
Yeah, I saw some of the Conan bits. They were pretty funny.
I did see some of that. You went to this Comic-Con in the past, have you not?
Yes, I went once.
What year was this?
between 2007 and 2010.
The Jim Blossoms were there in their prime. You cosplayed as one of them.
I didn't cosplay as
They wouldn't
anything.
say-
I was really depressed that I didn't.
They wouldn't sign your CD. What do you mean? Why didn't you cosplay?
Because I didn't want to pack all that stuff.
So what did you say, 2007?
2000, I think 2000, between 2007 and 2009 or 10.
Do you think it's a lot different now?
I think, yeah.
It's
It's
a
a
lot
lot more
bigger.
mainstream, certainly. I mean, it was huge then, but it's double huge now.
Why is this one the big one? How did this happen?
I don't know. I thought are comics really a big West Coast thing?
I don't know. But, well, I'll tell you the answers because they're near, like, the Hollywood studios are fairly close, I believe.
Oh, that helps for
Probably.
Hollywood a lot.
Probably has to do something with it.
Yeah.
But this is like the premiere Comic-Con.
Yep.
A lot of news comes out. I'm going to go through some of the news here. So, oddly enough, probably the biggest thing that happened during Comic-Con weekend has nothing to do with the con itself or the announcements that were made. It was the firing of James Gunn. Do you know about this?
Someone mentioned this to me today and at work, and we had a 10-minute discussion about it, and I don't have all the facts, but what has been told to me has given me an opinion, which I don't know if it's valid or not.
Well, the facts are important in forming opinions, I would say.
I know.
But it's
They
a strange
are.
thing that happened because this happened like Saturday afternoon, I believe. He was scheduled to make a speech or some sort of revelation or something later that night at the con. He was going to give like a panel or whatever it was supposed to be, and that obviously didn't happen. Basically, he said some very extremely bizarre things on Twitter in 2009. Like stuff, I read the stuff. I don't know what was going on there. It's like a really, I don't know, bizarre stuff, terrible jokes, or like almost like an inside joke or something. I don't know. Weird stuff, and no one should really be putting it out there anywhere, I would say.
Right.
And then he was fired.
So
when
what
this
I
came to
heard,
light. Yes.
what I heard was that there were specifically two people who specifically targeted him and wanted to take him down and brought this stuff to light. That's what I heard.
Well, I think all right. So I think the greater story was that he. It's funny how we're reporting news that's already really available for people. Are probably doing it incorrectly.
Yeah, I know, guys.
Sorry. He was a big, outspoken against the Trump administration, I believe.
Yeah.
And then that caused people to go, okay, well, who are you? And they kind of dug through his stuff, and they found some stuff on him or some stuff that he said that was really freaking weird.
Yeah.
And then created a bit of a campaign that eventually forced Disney to be like, all right, we're not dealing with this guy anymore.
So here's the thing, though.
Yes.
So if we go by now, this is probably going to get me in trouble, a lot of trouble. But if you go by something somebody did 10 years ago,
yeah, and
people should be held accountable for their actions, but you have to also consider the fact that people can change. If you say somebody said something really bad 10 years ago, and then, I don't know, this is a half-formed thought that came into my head, so this could be really just totally off base here.
Yes.
But if you do something bad 10 years ago, or say something stupid, like, if you said so-and-so is a rabid wallaby or something, I don't know, wallaby's an animal, right?
Well,
yeah.
he said things are worse than that.
Okay, but let's say you said something really stupid 10 years ago and have changed and have never done anything even remotely near as bad as that again. is there a statute of limitations on saying something stupid? Like, are you allowed? Are people therefore forever banned from accepting that you've changed and will never do something like that again? Are you not a different person than you were then? I don't know. Like, if you do something yesterday, then, oh man, yeah, if he said that yesterday, I don't know what he said at all. If he said something really weird yesterday, then yeah, that's probably a reason to fire somebody. But like, if someone said something really stupid 10 years ago and they haven't shown indications of being effed up since,
Yeah.
is it possible they've changed? They're no longer a bad person?
Yeah, everyone deserves another chance, and maybe, his chance was the last 10 years where he didn't do anything like this.
And then
they also
maybe
they also let him make 2 movies since then where no problems arose.
yeah.
I don't know, it's a tough situation. At the same time, if you want to work for Disney and be part of Disney, they will dump you with quickness because they'll just find another person that wants to work for Disney. It's how it goes, man. And they don't care.
Wonder,
I mean, they're trying to make their money and appeal to as many people as they possibly can. That's what they do. And if you're causing problems for them, they'll just run you over.
yeah.
And somebody else will take that spot in 2 seconds. It's just how it is.
Yeah, I guess the moral of the story is don't say anything stupid.
No, I don't think it's possible. I think you could avoid saying the things he said, for sure.
Yeah, I have no idea what he said.
Well, it's a big issue, man. I mean, I know we've had conversations about this in the past. But when you're... And this has nothing to do with him, because I think he was like 40 when he was saying this stuff.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, he's not like he's a stupid kid.
But you think back when you were when we were actually a kid,
Yeah.
and the stupid stuff you did or said or whatever, how that you now own that forever if you said this stuff online or there's evidence of it online. It could follow you for the rest of your life. Where in the past, everyone said or did stupid stuff when they were kids, and it's pretty much forgotten.
Yeah, it's gone.
So I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I think it's unfair that things will follow you forever.
Yeah, I
Obviously,
agree.
there are things that should follow you forever, depending, the severity of what you've done. Right?
Yeah, there's some effed up stuff that is pretty unforgivable.
Exactly. But I think people are becoming overly sensitive to these things in a lot of ways. And yeah, people do change, people do evolve. And you want to hold something against someone that they said years and years ago. No. May not be the most fair thing.
No.
It makes me think of stuff we might have done or said, or I don't know.
I don't know. We probably said some stupid. Wait, don't go finding it.
But it's hard. I think the past can weigh on you a lot.
Yeah.
I was part of a lot of things in the past I'm not proud of. Not happy about. I think I am different, even when I was a few years ago. But I think you want that opportunity to be a different person or to be better than you were. You got to kind of let people have that chance. I would certainly like that chance.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's how it goes.
Yeah, people...
Twitter's just a bad place in general.
Yeah, I mean...
If I'm this guy, I don't have a Twitter. I'm making movies and I don't know why. What are you doing with this Twitter? What are you doing?
It seems like Twitter's just a recipe for getting yourself in trouble.
But at the same time, you should be free to express yourself.
Of course.
If you want to, so. That's just me.
But then you feel scared to express yourself because stuff like this is going to happen.
Yeah.
But then again, don't say something stupid. Well, then you're worried about expressing yourself. So.
And then what happens is he's going to have a bunch of drones working for him that they have no opinions. They have no their movies have no take no chances. They don't say anything.
Yeah, because I had heard
offend someone.
Because didn't James Gunn did the Toxic Avenger, right? And other crazy stuff like that.
I don't think he did the Toxic Avenger. I know he did the Guardians.
Well, yes.
That's all I know. You can look it up if you want.
I am looking it up because I want. He wrote for Slither. He wrote for Super.
He's been around a long time. He's probably about 50.
He did work with Troma.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Jeez.
Oh, no, yeah. No, but I guess he didn't do... he was a writer on Lollipop Chainsaw? But yeah, I don't see Toxic Avenger. I guess I was wrong.
All right, well. See what happens, man.
Yeah,
It's a wacky world out there these days.
Yeah, seriously. Like, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Anyway. Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah, Comic-Con.
Comic-Con news here. They've announced a new show on the CW. Of course, you have Arrow and Flash, and you have Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl. Did you watch those shows? You've seen some of those.
I have seen Flash and Arrow, and then Netflix effing took off some of the episodes of the Flash I hadn't seen, of Arrow I hadn't seen yet, so I can't catch up now.
I think they're all on there now.
They weren't 2 days ago.
Well, you're missing like the new season's on there.
Yeah, but I think I'm still in season 4.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm in season 3 of the Flash, and season 4. Put me on season 4 of Arrow.
I saw all those shows. I saw every episode of all those shows until this last season. I didn't see anything. Just got too busy.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
They've announced a new show.
Okay.
Batwoman.
Wait, starring just Catwoman or Batwoman?
Batwoman.
Oh, so this is going to be starring the character from 52?
I think so. What's her name? Like Carol Kane or something? Is that her name?
Catherine Kane?
Catherine Kane. Yeah, that's the character they're doing, yeah.
Okay.
I think it could be interesting.
Yeah, because she was look, I know you lent me 52 and I read all of it, but I've most recently listened to 52.
52.
And it's funny, like, for all...
I drive to the store every week for this thing.
It was like $1.
Yeah, when I read it, I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks.
But like, no, by $1, I mean like I got the audiobook for like an effing $1.
Okay.
But like, it's, I don't know, it was weird listening to it because like, I feel like she didn't even have that big of a part in it, even though she was like super important.
All right, well, they're doing a show on her.
Okay, that could be good.
I think Supergirl's a good show.
I haven't seen it yet.
So this could be good. He's going to go play with a lot of the Batman toys, but Batman's on in the show.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So we'll see how that goes. Be great if they did a Batman show. Can't do that, though. We got to do all these movies with him where he's...
They did a Batman show in the 60s. It was great.
Happened. Yeah. Talking about now.
Blasphemer.
Talking about today, John.
Okay.
They're doing a reboot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Did you?
Wait, no, that's a thing?
Joss Whedon will be doing it, though.
But why would he reboot his own thing?
Because people like the show, and that's what he wants to do now.
Why?
Did you watch the show back in the day? I never watched it.
Yeah, I watched it after the fact. I watched it in college and after college.
Wait, did you say your sister used to watch it and you didn't like it because she watched it?
Yes.
And then you decided to watch it on your own later?
Yes.
So if your sister liked something, you would reject it?
Well, in some cases. I'd be like, ew, that's stupid television. My sister likes it. Nah.
That's funny. So did you like the Buffy show? What did you think of the show?
Very good writing, snappy dialogue. Xander's the best character. It was great.
You saw the whole thing?
Uh-huh. I haven't watched Angel yet, though.
I think Ed was on Angel.
I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure. Look that up.
Yeah.
You got it?
I'm looking.
All right, look it up. This is the show. We do whatever we want. People got to wait while we look up Metrona's IMDb.
I know, right? I am the slowest potato.
Which has got a Windows 7 machine here. The Blue Blossom CD in the hard drive.
In the hard drive?
In the CD drive. He's got an external drive.
Yeah, he was an angel.
Okay. His character had no name, is that correct?
His character was named Man.
Yeah, he didn't have a name. Alright, anyway. You're not too happy about the Buffy reboot.
I don't know, man. I don't think it needs one. It was a great show.
The reboot, what would you suggest?
Well, you're going to have to do an entirely different zicking plot line to start, because it's going to be the same thing. Because, dude, he did Buffy the movie, which apparently they mangled. And then Buffy the show, which was not really a reboot of the movie. Like, what are they gonna? I don't understand. How are they gonna? My head hurts. It's gonna probably be Buffy with a bunch of different. What was the question? What would I do? I wouldn't do it.
People gotta get paid, man. Unless Josh Whedon said something on Twitter 15 years ago, he might be fired and it may never happen. Are you hoping that occurs?
No.
Do we have to go through? You want to go through his Twitter right now to see if we can find something that we can get him in trouble for? We can do that right here on the air.
No.
All right. So at Comic-Con this year, Marvel Films was actually not in attendance.
Okay.
They decided not to go. They already basically have everything kind of announced, I think. You know, you got Captain Marvel, you got Avengers 4 coming. We know Spider-Man is coming. We know everything that's coming out. They weren't there. But DC was there in a big way. They have announced the DC Universe Channel app. It's a service that is $7.99 a month. Before we get to that, hold on a second here. Okay? Hold on. Do you have cable anymore?
Nope. I have cable internet, but that's it.
Okay, so I don't have cable. A lot of people have gotten rid of the cable. And what we've done as humans, we start purchasing these apps, right? To kind of give us our entertainment. And the hope is that it'll be cheaper than the cable bill. What's happening now, there's so many apps that we may be reaching the same price point.
The only difference, though, is whether the things that you're getting are all things you want to see or whether it's all stupid chaff.
That is true. Cable TV is nothing you really want.
Because, like, Netflix, tons of stuff I want to watch. Crunchyroll, tons of things I want to watch.
Hold on. So let's go through the list now. What do you currently subscribe to? Let's add it up. What do you got?
Okay, Netflix.
$10.
Crunchyroll.
How much is that a month?
It's between $6 and $8.
Okay.
Then I pay for Amazon Prime.
Oh boy, now we're hitting the big bucks.
Yeah, that's a yearly fee. But okay, that's like less than $10 a month.
So you're already at like for a year. Let's do the math as you go. I'm not doing it. Really?
All right, fine. So it's $8. Okay, so $8.33 for Amazon Prime, but that gives me other things than just television.
It doesn't matter.
So really,
we're dealing with just the price.
But it gives me more things. It's the value. It's a lot.
We're not trying to justify if it's good or not. We're just trying to see how much do you spend. We're not trying to judging if you should have it or not.
Fine. Netflix is $10.
Yep.
Crunchyroll Premium.
He doesn't even know. This is the other problem. You subscribe to these things, and then it just keeps hitting your account every month, and you don't even realize you have it. Until you look at your credit card bill like 6 months in, you're like, oh shit, I never watched this thing. Right?
I'm just annoyed that I'm asking what the cost is, and they're just, and it's instead, okay, there we go. Okay, it's $6.95 if you do it monthly, or $59.95 if you do it yearly. So let's assume I did it yearly.
You don't even know. This is part of the problem. Okay.
Fine, we'll do it $6.95 and assume I didn't.
And you have HBO?
Yeah. HBO is the most expensive. HBO costs 2/3 as much as the rest combined.
Whoa.
HBO's $15.
All right. So is that it? Do you have anything else?
Oh gosh. No, I don't have Hulu.
I don't either.
So
how much a year?
I accidentally hit escape. I hit escape. I have to add it up again.
This is so complicated.
Okay, so it's $40.28 a month. Wow, that's a lot.
How much?
I'm paying $483.04 a year.
Well, a cable bill is like $200 a month.
So this is only $40 a month. So
I mean, cable's at least $100 a month, maybe more than that.
Yeah, so I'm paying less than half for more content than I can even watch.
Yeah, so I have. Let's see. Well, you also have. There's more that you don't even realize you have. As I say mine, you'll probably remember. I have New Japan Pro Wrestling and JPW World. $10 a month.
Okay.
I have Ring of Honor Wrestling, the Honor Club. I pay for that. A lot of wrestling going on here. Okay.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
I think it was $100 for the year, I think. Netflix, $10 a month. Marvel Unlimited is what you have as well.
I thought you were talking about video services, John.
Subscription apps. That's what I said.
Fine. How much is that?
I think it's $100 a year.
Yeah, it is. So that's another.
I have Vimeo, which I believe is like $9.99 a month, something like that.
Sure.
And I have a Libsyn account, which is what we use to put the show up on iTunes and elsewhere podcast-wise, but also gives me some other podcast access and stuff. It's like $5 a month.
Okay.
Which is my total.
Oh, you wanted me to add up your stuff?
No, I was messing with. So it's a lot of stuff. It's essentially just entertainment. You don't really need any of it if if it really comes down to it.
Well, yeah. Well, then I'd be buying books.
You don't have a book thing? Is there like a book?
Yeah, there is, but I don't pay for it. I just buy books.
There's certain ones that everyone has. Everyone has that. Was it the Apple Music or whatever? I don't have that.
Yeah.
Everyone's got that.
Spotify.
Everyone's got those. I don't have those, but those are like the big ones. Netflix, everyone in the earth has, I think.
A lot of people
so it's listed, Kim. I'm enjoying it. I like this kind of thing. I like these things.
Yeah,
stop them if you don't want them. I mean,
yeah, it's worth it to pay for stuff you enjoy. You know.
Absolutely. Let's go down this direction. What about these people? You know who I'm talking about. You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
No.
There's people out there. You may be friends with them. They steal content. They like to get their stuff for free. And that's perfectly fine, in my opinion. What I don't like is someone's over your house or your friend or something. This happened to me a few times recently. And you're going through, you turn on your little Amazon Fire Stick. That's what I use.
Yeah.
And you go to, Netflix or something. It, pops up, the actual Netflix. Or you, show, a movie that I bought. Thor Ragnarok or something like that. Black Panther. These are movies I purchased. I have the digital copies.
Yeah.
And these people will, mock you. You paid for this? Wait, you subscribe to this? So it's like you're being mocked.
Yeah,
for essentially doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is actually supporting the content. I support the content so it's made so that you can then steal it and watch it for free. I am a necessary component in this whole thing. The guy who actually pays for things. And this isn't me saying you shouldn't do this kind of stuff. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Please, go ahead and do it, but don't attack me. Because I would like to pay for things I deserve to be paid for. If I like the thing,
you get that
money.
look. Yeah, they just give you get that look sometimes.
You piece of shit.
Yeah,
you
do what you want.
Money for this? I stole it for nothing.
I mean,
I'm better than you.
We're not saying that you're worse than us for stealing it. We're just saying don't make us feel like we're worse for having paid for it.
Yeah, man. Look, it's just how I want to live my life. I think it's, if I think it's good, I would like you to have my hard-earned cash so that you will continue to make it. Simple as that.
Fair.
Is there anything wrong with that?
Nope.
Okay. So there you go. Anything else to add on that topic?
No, I just feel bad because a couple of my friends always keep saying, "Hey, watch it on this service that we have for you." I'm like, "It's okay, thanks." And they get this sad look that I'm not taking advantage of their stuff, and
that's a lot of times people they think they're helping you. They're helping you out.
I mean,
I got you. You watch it. Here you go. But I've had legitimately people be like looking at my TV. Friends of mine, but I love these people. They're like, pay for that?
Yeah, just don't look down on us. It's like, oh my gosh, you're so stupid for having paid for it. Look, we're not stupid for having paid for it. All right, you're not stupid for not paying for it. There's nothing. Look, we're not saying anything bad about you. Just don't look down on us like we're idiots for having paid for something.
That's right. I agree. Anyway, the DC is making their own app basically. It is $7.99 a month and has several shows on it. Young Justice, the animated show, will have a new season.
That's season 3 now, right?
I believe so. Batman the Animated Series, the entire thing will be on there in HD. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that was a really good show.
And we'll have every animated DC movie that's come out over the last several years. If you bought all of those, well, there you go. You should have stolen them, I guess.
That does hurt a lot, though.
Yeah,
you know, like I have bought every season of Robot Chicken, and I know it's going to be available at some point.
They'll also have comics on there. A comic portion of it, actual book, digital comics. It will have a Harley Quinn animated series.
Why? What? How?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's weird. Like,
Yes?
Okay, my initial reaction was because, like, they always just had her as a sidekick. So this is actually going to be kind of interesting. So they're going to be going into her character more. I'm still thrown off from the movie we saw, okay? Because that movie was just weird and it scarred me.
OJ's talking about the Batman and Harley Quinn movie, animated movie.
Yeah, that scarred me, man. But, like, no, this could be a good show. I guess they're going to go more in depth to, like, what are they going to talk about, like, when she starts going through her transformation from the psychiatrist to the psychotic?
I don't know. There'll be a Swamp Thing television show.
Really?
And then here's the thing everyone's been talking about. This is kind of like the crown jewel of the entire thing.
Okay.
They released a trailer during Comic-Con, which they tried to use this to get people real excited for the service. This is Titans. OJ does not watch trailers. Is that correct?
I do not watch trailers unless forced to in front of a movie or unless I think it's a fake comedy trailer. For example, I saw a thumbnail for the Shazam trailer and thought it was a joke because it looked so ridiculous.
We'll talk about that in a minute. So OJ doesn't watch trailers.
Yeah, I hate trailers.
You have not seen the Titans trailer.
No, you sent it to me in an email entitled "Watch It," and I didn't watch it yet.
All right, so this is a big deal. People have been losing their minds
over a trailer.
Oh yes. So we'd like to ask OJ to do here, if he doesn't mind. I'd like you to watch the trailer while you're on the show here.
And describe it?
No, just you can react however you want. It can be silence, whatever you want it to be. You can make noises. I don't care. Say things. It's up to you, or just not say anything at all. And then when you're done, we can discuss what you've seen.
Okay, so if it's too boring and I'm too quiet, I guess you can just cut it.
We could, yeah, but see what happens. You may have some audible noises may come out of you.
So I just want to point out, it is a 2-minute long trailer, and about a third of the way in, there is a banner ad, while the trailer itself is an ad. That's why I really hate these websites, these YouTube channels that just show other people's trailers.
All right, well.
Anyway.
Do your best.
This is TVMA? Okay, here's a big top. This is probably going to be where Richard Grayson's found near his dead parents. Watching it.
Oh, start off. You have to listen to the audio, dude.
Okay, don't talk?
You could talk, but you have to watch it like a normal person would watch something.
Okay, I'm watching it like a normal person would watch.
With audio and everything. Come on.
All right.
But tell us when you're starting.
I started it.
Stop it. Do a countdown and then start it.
Okay. 52. 51. I'm kidding. All right. Countdown in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Oh, it's Mini Flash. He looks like the guy who plays the Flash.
He does.
What? Wait, what? Are they murdering everyone? Is that Hawk Kid? What the hell is this? No! What the hell? What the heck was this? What, DC? No! No! Like, you just can't find... You just can't find... Okay, first of all, this was...
Is it over?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that was the whole thing?
Yeah, then now it's do you love Joe Blow TV trailers?
Yes.
And no, I don't.
Did you hear the line that Robin said?
F Batman.
You didn't know about this?
No! No, dude, seriously, why can't DC do this?
Oh,
Okay,
no.
I think here's the thing. Young Justice is probably the closest they will ever zicking get to doing a Teen Titans show that is neither too effing ridiculous or too effing dark.
Isn't that strange?
They have Teen Titans Go, which is just crazy pants, sugar-coated nutso, which is fine, that's fun. And this, which is like, you thought that we made Green Arrow dark? You thought that we made Batman dark? You thought that we made Superman dark?
Yep.
Well, here we go, kids. It's a bunch of people who probably are still minors murdering a bunch of adults. Yeah, watch Starfire set a man on fire.
OJ's fired up here.
Yeah, what the hell did I
It's funny because it's like the type of show it should be is like in the title, right? It's teen, like it should be like a teen show, so it's not. It's like somewhere in the middle. It's not too adult. It has some adult themes, perhaps.
Oh my gosh, my voice is gone from shouting at this. I hope that your ears are fine and your speakers are too.
What did you think of Raven? There's a monster in there. There's like blood coming from her eyes or something at the end there.
Yeah, but my gosh, she looked like she escaped from Twisted Metal Black.
So that was a little disappointing because I was like, oh, I'm ready to get the service, and now I'm kind of like,
this is what people are excited for. It could be good, but
no, people really don't like this thing. It's become insane. Obviously, that Robin line has become a phenomenon. People have made all kinds of different things on it. The best one I saw, John, it was it was the picture of the Robin with saying whatever he says. It was like the picture of him, and it said, "Marry Superman, kill Aquaman."
Okay, so look, here's the thing that I don't like. You can't have a character in a show who has a good support system. Not that I'm saying a crazy, insane vigilante like Batman is a good support system. And I know he and Grayson had their falling out every now and then.
That's supposed to be Grayson, by the way.
Yeah, I said Grayson.
Yeah.
But like, the thing that gets me...
Making sure you knew.
Yeah, I saw it said the Flying Graysons in the first 10 seconds of the trailer.
Yeah.
Anyway, the thing that I don't get is like, why do the characters have to be so dark? Man, this is like, they saw how dark they made Archie and just took it up to 11.
Yeah, it doesn't really work for them that well. I mean, it's dark in the worst ways too. It's like that try to be edgy thing.
Yeah, they're murdering people. Like, no, dude, seriously, no. If Starfire starts torturing people, Robin starts shanking people, Beast Boy starts eating people, and Raven just starts, I don't know, screaming until people's brains melt, the first thing that would happen is like, Zatanna, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman would all just step up like, no, you guys, no, this is why Red Robin's a problem. Stop.
Yeah, so that didn't look too good. It was just kind of very bizarre with the Teen Titans of all things to make like this, probably like it looks like the darkest superhero show ever.
It's the darkest timeline. This is from Earth -1.
Robin's wearing like the bright colors still, but he's like doing crazy stuff.
I saw the beginning and I'm like, okay, they're starting kind of dark, all right, but Robin's still in the Robin outfit. Yeah, you know what's going to happen, right? He's going to have this big thing where it's like, I can't be Robin anymore. I'm so edgy. I must be Nightwing.
Call me Nightwing now, bitch. It's what I said. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think I'm badass yet? Well, that was fun, John. I didn't know what your reaction was going to be. We certainly got a good one. Classic right there. They've also announced multiple Joker movies are coming. Do you know about this?
With
it looks like there's 3 different Joker movies, all unrelated. Well, actually, 2 of them might be related to each other.
With not Jude Law. What's his name again?
So the first one looks like this is actually going down. This is a Joker origin movie.
No! Okay.
Starring Joaquin Phoenix.
What?
As the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. River Phoenix's brother?
I think he might be.
Yeah.
He was in the Johnny Cash movie. Several other things over the years. He's a good actor. Okay.
Yeah, he's very talented.
Looks like Robert De Niro now is part of this movie as well.
Jared Leto was who I was thinking of. Okay.
Jared Leto, it looks like I don't know. It looks like maybe he got upset by this, and now we're doing another Joker solo movie where he will be the Joker.
But that's the thing that gets me. How do you have a movie about just the villain? I think that's what threw me about Harley Quinn as well.
And then it looks like there may be a Harley Quinn and Joker movie together.
Which Joker and which Harley?
The Jared Leto and the Margot Robbie version.
Okay.
So they're going Joker crazy.
Yeah, did they realize that did they realize they effed up Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman? Well, Wonder Woman was good.
Let's make a good Batman. Good Superman. Then we could get to the Joker, maybe.
You know what? Before you reboot Buffy...
Are you still there? I think we've lost him, folks. I think we've lost him. Let's try to get him back. Okay, hold on, everybody. All right, John's back. He got so upset over the DC comic news here. He's lost his mind. He's destroyed his computer.
No, but seriously, what? I was ranting about something. I don't even remember what.
I don't either.
I remember. I remember the last thing I said. The last thing I said was, if you're rebooting Buffy the Vampire Slayer, honestly, if you're going to reboot Buffy, no, reboot Green Lantern first. Give us a good movie.
I think that is going to happen eventually.
Eventually, do it now. We're ready. I'm ready for a good Green Lantern movie.
So anyway, there's that. And then they did release 2 trailers that I thought looked pretty cool, man. So the first one was the Aquaman trailer. I thought it looked really awesome.
Yeah, I saw the bits on Conan about Aquaman.
I don't know what version of Aquaman this is supposed to be or what it is. But it looks kind of cool. And then the Shazam trailer.
Yeah, I saw the Shazam trailer because I thought it was a joke.
You thought it was a joke about Shazam?
The thumbnail I saw was a picture of a really goofy-looking guy in the Captain Marvel Shazam costume. And, I was like, this can't be real. This just looks so ridiculous. And then I watched it and no, this is actually happening.
So what'd you think of that? I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, Zachary Levi. I love Zachary Levi. He's great.
If you're a kid, I mean, you're going to love this freaking thing, right?
Yeah, dude, it's a kid as a superhero.
A kid becomes a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
They look pretty promising.
And I'm guessing the guy with the crutches is Freddie Freeman?
I guess so. I don't really know. He might say F. Billy Batson at some point in the movie.
You know he will.
Hopefully not.
You gotta get that PG-13 rating.
It's gotta be darker. I don't know what else to say about it. That looked pretty fun. I'm gonna check it out.
It looked fun. I mean, it might not be the best movie ever, but I think it could be really good. It looks funny.
It's huge. I think kids are gonna like it a lot.
I think DC this might be DC remembering that people like lighthearted, fun stories.
Right.
Like Superman, it shouldn't be depressing.
Right. Sure. There you go, the Comic-Con news. Did you see Ant-Man and the Wasp? I'd like to talk about that for a bit.
No, I didn't see it yet.
You never saw it?
No.
What the hell happened?
It just didn't happen.
Destroyed it. A whole segment of the show just died. I thought you saw it.
No, I never said I did, and you never asked.
You said you were going to see it.
Yeah, I planned on seeing it. Is it out already? Of theaters? Gone?
No, it's probably on its way, though. It's been out for...
I had a lot of nonsense going on, man.
Are you going to go?
I plan to.
What happened? Why didn't you go? What happened? Something happened.
People were busy. I finally got a couple of my friends who hadn't seen Ant-Man to see Ant-Man. So I'm like, sweet, they saw it. Now we can see Ant-Man and the Wasp. 2 of my friends went and just saw it by themselves, and then the other people just I haven't hung out with in like, oh gosh, a long time.
There's a lot of work we have to do with you. I gotta show up there, pull you away from these Devo videos and take you to the movies? Is that what's going on? Don't watch that for 3 hours. Watch this for 3 hours.
Hey, I was listening to it while I was doing work.
Okay, well, I can't really talk about the movie itself, but I will talk about maybe my experience going to the movie.
Okay.
So I went to an AMC theater, and they're kind of like the biggest chain, I would say, or one of the biggest chains. Them Regals, maybe like 3 movie theaters exist now, I would say, right? Not too many.
What is laughing?
Excuse me.
Somebody's going, ha ha ha, ha ha ha.
That?
Yeah, oh, it's your chair.
Yeah, it's my chair.
Dude, that is freaky as hell, man.
Oh, boy. We shouldn't be doing the show anymore. I think does that come to your mind yet?
What? No, why? I like to
shut up. All right, anyway. So, yeah, there's only like a couple of theater chains that exist. They kind of pushed out. There's all these different theaters in the past that kind of went away. And AMC is the big one, I would say. So I went there, and they have this new service now, the A-Lister. It's called the A-Lister, which is kind of obnoxious in the first place.
Yeah.
And it is $20 a month. And you could go to the movies 3 times a week.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about series like this.
So for $19.99 per person, you can go 3 times a week to any movie you want. Go to IMAX, doesn't matter, anything they offer. It's kind of cool. If I lived across the street from the theater, I might do it. I don't think there's 3 movies a week I'd want to see or have time to see. If you had time, would you do that? Is there 3 movies a week?
A week? No, F that. That's too many.
Is there 1 movie a week that comes out you'd want to see in the theater?
I'd see like a movie a month.
Yeah, that's probably pretty much what I do now. If you live close to the theater, I'd probably be like, all right, let's do it, right? But anyway, I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of interesting service. So they're pushing this like crazy, man. So when you get there and you're waiting for the movie to start, they're just pumping commercials full like of this thing. The A-Lister, join the A-Lister. You want to join? You want to be an A-Lister? Then, after the movie, like I never saw this before. Like, you know, when the credits are over and everything, and like these Marvel movies, you watch every little bit of it, and it just goes to like nothingness.
Yeah.
After the movie, a thing came up. Join the A-Lister.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. It said go to your attendant outside the theater now, and you'll get a credit for the movie you just saw. Like, they'll take the $10 off or whatever that you just paid.
That's
Sign
not
up.
awful.
Then when you leave the theater, there's a dude standing there, like in the doorway, like trying to sign. Who wants to sign up for the A-Listers? Like
they're really pushing this.
Yeah, it was really out of control. It's nuts. So there you go with that. And during the trailers, they showed How to Train Your Dragon. You know that movie?
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon, like 3 or something.
Yeah, they're on 3.
And the theater was like really crowded. And when they showed this, people like exploded.
People really liked that movie.
For How to Train Your Dragon, I couldn't believe it. People were just really like audibly like excited. He was like, "Oh wow!"
Yeah, that's the one where the dragon gets a girlfriend, right?
This is the third one. I don't know what happens.
Or boyfriend. I don't know.
What?
I don't know if the dragon's a guy or a girl.
All right, James Gunn, let's calm down here.
Or if the guy's a girl, or the guy. I don't know what sort of dragon the dragon prefers.
All right. So I did not, and it was also interesting because people didn't know it was coming. It was like they were just finding out for the first time.
That's a cool thing to experience, though.
No, it was interesting.
Yeah.
I guess I can't really talk about anything about the movie. What can I say? Can I talk about the reaction people had to the post-credits scene?
I guess
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't think I could say it. It's not going to make sense. I'll just wait for next time.
Okay.
Right,
I'll go watch the movie.
go watch it, and then we'll talk about it later. Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
I have something with Mr. Terrence P. Murphy that I think I want to save.
Oh.
It is insane, my friends. We can go into this now, but I think it's just gonna. I don't know. I want to hold on to it. It's an insane article that I found. It blew my mind. We're gonna hold on to that for next time. So that's something to look forward to, I guess. I hope.
Sure.
What else is going on, man? We were talking about last time about moving on to new projects and stuff.
Yup, we are gonna keep them contents coming.
It seems like we got something heading in the right direction right now.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Which is exciting. We're hoping to maybe, film this thing in the fall.
The autumn, as it were.
The autumn. It's a good time to do some filming.
Yeah, because the weather's not horrible.
Exactly. Yeah, man, there's a lot of challenges with this thing. We'll see. It seemed like it was impossible, but then kind of are slowly figuring things out, and it's kind of coming together. And we'll see how it goes. Film is tough.
It is.
You got to it's not like something you can just do yourself. Like, here we go.
Just step outside. We got this. No.
Yeah, man, things got to go your way. You got to get a bunch of people, that want to be committed to it and do their part.
That's what I was going to say. Like, that's the problem. The problem is other people.
And then, of course, it's always a fairly expensive thing to do. So I'm going to have to drop some coins on this one, as the kids say, Get some equipment and do the best we can, man. It's an expensive endeavor.
Yeah,
But I think it's worth it. Or I've convinced OJ that maybe it is.
You've convinced me that it's totally worth it, but I didn't need much convincing. I'm on board, man.
OJ's got to take care of himself so he could be in it as well. That's what I could hold over you, actually.
What?
You got to be at a certain state or you're fired.
That's frightening.
Well, if I need you to look a certain way.
True.
That's how Hollywood works.
That is how Hollywood works. You are not wrong.
Either that or some sort of sexual advancement that you will not want.
What?
I would have to. That's what Hollywood's about.
I think they stopped making Hollywood about that recently.
Sure.
Or at least they've been trying to.
All right, well, I'm not going down that road, but...
Thank you.
Something to look for. This is the cryptic part of the show. We're just talking about Terrence P. Murphy's secret thing I can't read in our secret projects.
And the secret ending to Ant-Man and the Wasp.
This is the secret area of the show where most people aren't listening anymore.
Oh.
That's why we could talk about it. Secrets. Don't tell anyone. That's it, man. We're going to wrap this up.
All right.
I
think it's been a good show.
I think it was better than last time.
We had ups and downs. Yeah,
I didn't get ill this time. I feel pretty strong.
Yeah, though I did shout myself hoarse this time.
That was pretty good. That was a classic show moment, I think. Haven't you watched that thing?
And the sad thing is you can take that audio and watch the trailer and listen to me at the same time.
Oh. I might have to do that. I might do that.
Great.
Let's wrap this up, man. We'll see you next time. Anything going on this month that we should know about? Look forward to.
July, no. August, yes.
We're in late July now.
So we're talking about July or August?
Well, July's over with. That's what we just talked about.
So we're talking about August?
I believe so.
All right, I'm going on vacation again.
Where are you going now?
You have one guess?
Is this the Japan thing?
Yep.
I thought you were going, that was September.
It ends in September.
Okay, so it's this month. Will you be around for the next show?
As long as the next show is before the 17th.
I don't think it will be.
No!
I highly doubt it. It's only like 2 weeks away. We'll talk about it.
Maybe we can pre-record a part with me, and then we can put me in or something.
This is how John keeps getting out of his challenge here.
Dude, I will call you from
I'm not
the trip.
on the show, so I don't have to
No, dude, I got to be down 2.5 pounds from where I said I'd be, man.
It's actually good you don't eat mayonnaise. Now I think about it. It's probably not good for you.
I mean, yeah.
So that's probably good. Why don't you just imagine everything's mayonnaise?
Ooh. That might actually help. But
Are you mad now?
no,
That was hard on you today?
no, it's
You
fine.
feel upset?
No.
Okay. All right, Johnny. I think we're done here.
Okay.
Say goodbye to the wonderful people at home.
All right, everyone. I wish to you, this has been John Rember Presents the show, the best in free and optional entertainment. I hope you have a lovely, wonderful, amazing, undetermined period of time until I next speak with you, my friends. And it has been a good time for me to speak to you this time.
This has been a presentation of StayBallsy.com. I apologize for what you may have witnessed and wish you a speedy recovery. Just remember, stay ballsy. Don't take any shit from anyone.